that point in time, I'm also going to tell you what the bond is. There is a possibility that if you've been charged with a misdemeanor, that you might be able to resolve the case today. If, in fact, you want to do that, you just need to be aware of the fact that if you want to plead and it's a suspended driver's license case and it's the third one or the second one in a DUI, you're going to lose your license for 5 years. If it's a drug case or a drug paraphernalia case and it's an adjudication, you're going to lose your license for a year. So when I call your name, please step forward and hopefully I can help you. Mr. Grossman.
Judge, if I may I call Christy Bucci? She's on page 2, top of it.
I have it. Where is she? Miss Bucci. Christy Bucci. All right. Miss Bucci, hi. Miss Bucci, good afternoon. I believe your counsel is here. Mr. Grossman?
Yes, Judge.
All right. At this point in time, the court finds that there's probable cause. Mr. Grossman.
Judge, we're requesting a bond in this case. I don't know if you've had an opportunity to read the PC.
I have.
Ms. Bucci wasn't the actual perpetrator of this alleged incident. The victim witness clearly saw a gentleman. Ms. Bucci was questioned about the name of that gentleman. When she wouldn't give that name up, she was arrested after she said, no, it was me, but it was clearly another person.
Okay, at this point in time, the court's going to set bond at $15,000, no contact with the victim.
Your Honor?
Yes.
And just in an abundance of caution, I would ask for an additional condition, no possession of firearms or weapons during the pendency of the case.
No possession of firearms or weapons, the pendency of the case.
I will make sure of that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Grossman. Good to see you.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
Yeah.
We handle a case out of order?
Sure. What do you want me to handle, Mr. Romero?
At Maine, it's on the motion for an ROR, 30-day motion. Alfred Everett.
Everett? Hang on a second. Everett is the last name?
Oh, John. My understanding on Alfred Everett, it was put on for a 30-day motion, but I believe the state no info the case on June 8th.
Okay. I don't even think I have it.
Okay.
All right? Lisa Gay Butts.
He was already released, right? Or was he already Okay.
Where's Miss Butts?
Thank you, Jazz.
Thank you. Miss, good morning, ma'am. You were picked up on a warrant. Court finds there's probable cause. Can anybody show me a probable cause affidavit?
I can print one, Judge.
Looks like hang on. Shh, don't say anything, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Priors, counsel for the state, and a probable cause affidavit.
Okay, one moment.
Okay.
Print the PC first.
Judge, which case did you call?
Lisa Gay Butts, she's in North.
Northbound.
All right, counsel for the state, Priors.
Criminal history. I'm showing pending burglary of an occupied dwelling and grand theft. Possession of cocaine, 2013. Prostitution, 2011. Felony battery, great bodily harm, aggravated assault and theft in 2008. She was sentenced to just over 35 and a half months state prison. Possession of cocaine and drug paraphernalia, 07.
Counsel for the state, you have a recommendation. It's a petty theft out of Publix.
Your Honor, I frankly, I would offer her adjudication time served. I would just ask that she be advised that this will add at least, I guess, 0.2 to her score on
Okay.
her dwelling.
Ma'am, if you want to resolve this today, the offer is an adjudication of guilt and time served. And no return to that Publix. Just so you know, though, when that felony comes up, it would add 0.2 to your score sheet, if that's what you want to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Put your hand down and please tell me your name.
Lisa Gay Butts.
It's my understanding, ma'am, you want to change your plea from not guilty to no contest. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody forcing you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Anybody promise you anything to get you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of any alcohol or drugs so you don't understand what's going on here today?
No, ma'am.
Understand if you're not a citizen, this plea would subject you to deportation.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I find that it's a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver. Factual basis based on the probable cause affidavit. At this point in time, you're going to be adjudicated guilty, sentenced to time served. Court cost of prosecution are going to be imposed. No return to that Publix. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to
Yes,
give
ma'am.
and I'm going to give you a year to pay. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Quenisha Renee Lofton.
Judge, the
Yes?
deputies are requesting, she bonded the person you just called right now?
Miss Lofton? Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
But the deputies are requesting if you could call another gentleman out of order.
Of course.
John Ireland, he's on page 7 of the document. He's coming up, Judge.
All right, hang on one sec. Let me just find it. Mr. Ireland, good afternoon, sir. Mr. Ireland, there are 3 warrants out for your arrest. 1 is a capious for a felony and 2 are violation of probations. I find that there's probable cause on all 3. No bond, all 3 counts. Shamika Graham Espada. Where's Miss Espada? Anybody tell me where she is? She bonded? Thank you. Muhammad Azman? Hector, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, I'm just making sure. All right, sir, there is a warrant out for your arrest. The court finds that there's probable cause. Mr. Romero, if he wants to resolve this, I'll give him time served.
Let me talk to him.
Okay.
Judge, unfortunately, I'm having problems communicating with Mr. Azan.
Do you want me to reset it for Thursday? What do you want me to do? I mean, I can just set a $250 bond. You let me know if you need it back on the docket, okay? Let's do it that way.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Jeffrey Lee Thompson. Mr. Thompson, good afternoon. You've been charged with a municipal ordinance. The municipal ordinance warrant was for an open container. I can get you a lawyer if you want, or if you want to take care of it. I'll just give you time served. Tell me what you want to do.
Time served.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Put your hand down and please tell me your name.
Jeffrey Lee Thompson.
Mr. Thompson, it's my understanding you want to change your plea from not guilty to no contest. Is that right?
All right.
Anybody forcing you to do that, sir?
No.
Anybody promise you anything to get you to do that?
No.
Sir, are you under the influence of any alcohol or drugs so you don't understand what's going on here today?
No.
Understand if you're not a citizen, this plea will subject you to deportation.
Yes.
I find that it's a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver. At this point in time, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to time served, $50 in court costs. I'm going to give you 6 months to pay. Sir, good luck to you.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Joel Burchett. Mr. Burchett, good afternoon.
He's here. The
You-
time served.
Mr. Burchett, you've been charged with driving under the influence and driving under the influence with an unlawful blood alcohol level of a .015 or more, and an infraction. The court finds there's probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000 on count 1, $1,000 on count 2. Alex Alexander Jarrett.
Judge, I've been informed he bonded.
Jaquez Curtis Henry.
Yes, bonded, Judge.
Jean Wesley Esperance.
Mr. Esperance?
All right, Mr. Esperance, you have a warrant out on a municipal ordinance. You have a possession of cannabis case and another violation. Court finds there's probable cause. Mr. Ramirez. All right, you don't qualify for the public defender on the municipal ordinance case. However, if you want to resolve that one, I'll offer you a time served. Mr. Romero, talk to me about the cannabis case.
Let me talk to him and see if he has any issues.
All right, let me find out if he has a driver's license. Counsel for State, do you have a valid driver's license?
Taking that right now.
Okay.
Judge, at this time, he informed me that he wants to accept your court's offer as far as time served on count one. I inquired as to the second count, possession of cannabis. He also wishes to resolve that case as well,
Right.
Judge.
Can you ask him if he's got a valid driver's license?
He doesn't have a valid driver's
All right, raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Put your hand down, sir. Please tell me your name.
Gene Esperance.
Mr. Esperance, it's my understanding you want to change your plea from not guilty to no contest in reference to case number 172673 MO10A and the probable cause affidavit for the possession of cannabis. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody forcing you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Anybody promise you anything to get you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Sir, are you under the influence of any alcohol or drugs? So you
No,
don't.
ma'am.
All right. Understand, if you're not a citizen, this plea will subject you to deportation.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I find that it's a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver. In reference to the municipal ordinance case, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty. Sentence you to time served, cost in the amount of $50. I'm going to give you 6 months to pay. In reference to the possession of cannabis case, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty. Sentence you to time served. Court cost of prosecution are going to be imposed. I'm going to give you a year to pay. Any and all infractions are going to be dismissed by me. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Joselito Cosmo Gonzalez. Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Romero, these are municipal ordinances. Sir, you have 2 warrants out for your arrest in reference to municipal ordinances. It looks like they're both sleeping in the park. I can get you a lawyer if you want one, or if you want to just resolve them, I'll give you time served.
Resolve.
But you can't go back to that park and sleep, okay?
Okay.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly
Excuse
swear?
me, could I get time served to any?
I'm gonna give you time.
Cases?
I'm going to give you time served to these 2. I don't know what else you have.
Okay, thank you.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Tell me your name.
Joselito Cosme Gonzalez.
It's my understanding you want to change your plea from not guilty to no contest. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Anybody forcing you to do that?
No.
Anybody promise you anything to get you to do that?
No.
Sir, are you under the influence of any alcohol or drugs so you don't understand what's going on here today?
No, I'm not.
Understand, if you're not a citizen, this plea will subject you to deportation.
I do.
I find that it's a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver, factual basis based on the notices to appear in the probable cause affidavit. In reference to both cases, you're going to be adjudicated guilty, sentence time served, court costs in the amount of $50 on each of them. I'm going to give you a year to pay. Sir, good luck to you.
Amen. Thank you.
You're welcome. Edmund Nicholas Tazi.
Mr. Tazi's here present, Judge in Maine.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, you have 3 warrants out for your arrest. 2 are for felonies. 1 is for a misdemeanor. The court finds probable cause. In reference to the felonies, the bond is set at no bond. In reference to the misdemeanor, the bond is set at $500.
Judge, Mr. Tazi wanted me to inform the court that he self-surrendered, and because he self-surrendered, he's hoping that your court would consider ROR on counts 1 and 2.
I would not. That'll be denied.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Alexi Garcia Batan.
Judge, he wants to address the court.
Sure.
I self-surrendered to show you that I'm not a flight risk, and if the court would please respectfully grant my wish to reset the court date, and I did not receive the notice; it went to the wrong address, and that's why I did not go to the court date. And I self-surrendered on good merit to show you that I'm not a flight risk and I'm here to take responsibility. And if I was ROR, I would promise to be at my next court date to take care of these matters.
That'll be denied.
Your Honor, please.
Alexi Garcia Batan.
Mr. Garcia-Baton?
Sir, you've been charged with possession of cocaine, and there's a felony capias out for your arrest. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000 on count 1, no bond count 2. Darren Thomas.
Judge, I've been informed Mr. Darren Thomas bonded.
Okay. Akeem St. Cyr.
Judge, I have a probable cause argument. Unless I'm missing a page, I didn't see
I got
where.
you. Got you. Mr. St. Cyr, you've been charged with introduction to contraband into a detention facility and 3 capiases. The court finds there's no probable cause in reference to count 1. Give the state 24 hours to perfect in reference to counts 2, 3, and 4. Court finds there's probable cause, no bond.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'm not asking for any time. He's got no bond hold, so.
So it's an ROR on that. Otis James Denson. Mr. Denson, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Sir, you were picked up on a violation of probation for a felony. Court finds there's probable cause, no bond. Ronald Mackenzie Robillard.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Judge.
I'm listening.
Johnson wishes to address the court.
Yes,
I'm-
ma'am. The violation,
Don't talk about the allegations of the violation.
yes, I don't know what I violated on. I seen my PO yesterday. I just paid off the rest of my restitution. I gave her 190. She didn't let it be aware that I had a violation.
Okay.
And then later, I seen her around like 2 o'clock that afternoon yesterday, and the police stopped me at nighttime. So it was hours later. I just paid my PO 190 yesterday. I'm not aware of this violation.
Well, we're gonna get you in front of. Sir, tell me who you are.
Yes, ma'am. I am Ronald Robillard father,
Okay.
and I come here today to plead with you. First, to keep him in jail and see if you can get him rehabilitated because he got a drug problem. He's addicted to crack cocaine, and I spent thousands of dollars to try to put him in the right direction. He don't, it's just like you are talking to a brick wall. And he's gonna be like, he's caught in a vicious cycle of crack cocaine, robbing, and stealing. And
I object. It has
stand the
nothing to
street.
do with the violation of probation or the allegations in the warrant.
Okay. First of all, you're
yeah,
on the violation in the
it's
warrant
two
was
different
Mr.
cases.
Denson. We're on Mr. Robillard now, which is who this gentleman is speaking for.
Releasing him is not going to do any good. I guarantee you, he's probably going to be here another week or 2. And then he got. I want to please, if you could, to see that he got some. He got some psychological problem also, and he's receiving disability. And I want to see if you could let me be his payee and have control of the money he's receiving, because when you give him the money...
I can't do any of the money stuff. Right here, all we're here for is a probable cause hearing. I find that there's probable cause in reference to the petty theft, which is a felony. Bond is set in the amount of $750. Resisting arrest without violence. Bond is set in the amount of $500. Mr. Romero, do you want me to put an order in for SAP for him or no?
Let me inquire, Judge.
Okay.
Respectfully, no, not at this time, Judge.
Okay. All right, sir. He's got to post a $1,250 bond, or else he's not getting out.
Yeah, exactly, because I want him to go to rehab or something.
Well,
see if they
that's
can
not
help him
up.
out.
That's not up to me. I'm just here to determine whether or not there's probable cause and there's bond.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Lawton James Gillard.
Judge, I've been advised he's a medical reset.
Okay. Stephen Syriax?
Mr. Sirius, it's your
Mr. Syriax, I'm sorry, sir. Good afternoon, sir. You were picked up on 2 violation of probations, both felonies. Court finds there's probable cause, no bond on both. Roderick Vidale.
Your Honor,
Counsel?
I'll just wait to see where he is first, Friday.
Should be at the North Broward Jail.
North?
If I may approach briefly.
Absolutely. Mr. Vidale. Good afternoon. Sir, you've been charged with burglary of a dwelling or Well, it looks like there's a warrant.
It's, Your Honor, if I may, it's this is like the case we yesterday. It's a change of charge.
Okay.
It was changed to armed burglary. I provided it. I believe there's a copy of the information there. Correct, Judge?
There is.
Okay. This is another one of those cases. Mr. Vidal saw Judge Siegel yesterday. I provided the court with a copy of Judge Siegel's order ordering a new competency evaluation.
Okay.
Basically, what I'm going to and I was advised that Judge Siegel was also aware of the charge, that he's being charged with a punishable by life offense. Mr. Vidal also is being held currently no bond on an open case. Your Honor, all I'm going to be asking, and my understanding from speaking with Mr. Afzal is that the public defenders, they're representing him, they're aware of the situation, and that it's being handled in front of Judge Siegel. Just going to be asked, and I provided the court with supplement reports.
Have it.
Just asking the court to order him held no bond, and so that Judge Siegel can make any further determinations.
Okay, at this point in time, in reference to case number 175256CF10, court finds that there's probable cause, finds that the proof is evident, the presumption's great, no bond.
Judge, with regards to that, can I just briefly respond?
Of course you can. I'm sorry, counsel.
I did represent him, and he did come to the public defender's, the victim in the case came to the public defender's office and signed a waiver of prosecution. He was going out with the daughter of the victim in the case. There was an allegation that there was an injunction which wasn't served. The daughter invited him to the house, and that seems to have been an argument. I think there are valid defenses in the case. I understand the court has made a ruling, but I would argue that there's no proof evident presumption great based on the victim doing a waiver of prosecution. He's going out with the daughter. The daughter invites him to the residence, so there's an issue whether or not this is a burglary or not. So I would ask the court not to make that finding.
Okay, obviously, it's made without prejudice, and you're surely entitled to an Arthur hearing in front of Judge Siegel.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome, counsel. Damian Michael Kitchard.
He's here present, Judge.
All right. All right, Mr. Kitchard, you've been charged with grand theft and probation violation or community control. Court finds there's probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000 on count 1. No bond, count 2. All right, folks, I think we're done. You're welcome. I think we're done, yeah?
We got the second.
Nope, we're not done. Sorry. Wait a minute. Don't
Never-
leave yet, Hector. I think I have some more.
Never done.
We're done though at Maine.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
All right. In reference to Robert Edward Maddox. All right, let me handle this one first. It's a violation of probation. Where is Mr. Maddox? Anybody know about Mr. Maddox?
Is that what you said from this morning?
Is this just a third count, folks?
I believe confinement this morning said that case was already on.
Tell me what you all want me to do. No, you wanted me to bring back Kadeem Sidhu, and I have that one also. But what about Mr. Maddox? It looks like it's a third count. You want me to bring him in and it's a violation of probation? Should I just bring him back in the morning?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
I
Yeah.
really don't know. I've got it.
I'm listening.
Over our county.
Oh, great. Is he there?
He had went to court this morning. He had went to regular court this morning, Mr. Maddox.
All right. What do you all want me to do?
Really nothing else we
Faisal,
can do.
what do you want me to do? You want me to get him here tomorrow morning? Or
Yeah, he's not
let's
there.
get him here tomorrow morning. And what about Kadeem Sidhu? Where is he?
County.
All right. Mr. Sidhu, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, miss.
Give me 1 second, okay? I'm listening. Uh-huh. Counsel for the state.
I don't have the people in front of me. What's the charge?
It's for a suspended driver's license.
Do you have any objection to an ROR?
No, if he's going back to DOC, I mean, I guess was it determined that he couldn't take a plea on it this morning, or?
We weren't here this morning on this. This just, you all asked me to bring it up this afternoon, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Wait.
well,
They're looking to, they're looking to resolve the case because if he is RR, he will have to stay.
Does anybody have a driving record that I can look at?
let me see what I can get you, Your Honor.
I mean, I'll resolve it, but I'm not going to resolve it without determining there's
Of
probable
course.
cause.
What's the case number?
Case number is 1652751 TC20A. Just give me 1 second, Mr. Sadhu, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, as far as his driving record, the best I can do at this moment is a record that was produced April 11th of this
That's
year.
okay.
Okay, I'll print that out for you, and I'll print a report also.
Okay. All right, Mr. Sadhu, if you want to resolve this, I'll give you time served. You just need to know if you get 3 suspended driver's license convictions or 2 in a DUI, you're going to lose your license for 5 years. But it looks like to me like this is the first one. You want to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Put your hand down, sir. Please tell me your name.
Kadeem Sadhu.
Mr. Sadhu, it's my understanding you want to change your plea from not guilty to no contest. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody forcing you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Anybody promise you anything to get you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Sir, are you under the influence of any alcohol or drugs so you don't understand what's going on here today?
No, ma'am.
Understand if you're not a citizen, this plea will subject you to deportation.
Yes, ma'am.
I find that it's a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver, factual basis based on the driving record and the ticket. At this point in time, you're going to be adjudicated guilty, sentenced to time served. Court cost of prosecution are going to be imposed. I'm going to give you a year to pay. Sir, good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think we're done. Yeah?
Uh,
We have more? Why don't I? Oh, dockets. Sorry. All right, let's look at page 2. Robin McKenzie, counsel for the state.
do we know where?
It's a motion for ROR.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to see if we know where Ms. McKenzie or Mr.
Okay.
McKenzie, Ms. McKenzie is. Do you think she had a custody?
She's no longer in custody there.
Okay. Should we just delete it?
Yep.
Alan Wasserstrom?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here, Your Honor.
Where are you? You in the main jail?
I'm in Paul Ryan.
Okay. All righty, sir. Hang on 1 second.
Just need one moment to.
Counsel for the state.
Just need to count the days very quickly, Your Honor. Today's the 33rd date. Your Honor, the state has not yet filed an information. The only thing I would request, Your Honor, is if the court could instruct Mr. Wasserstrom that the no contact order that was originally issued is still in place.
Okay, at this point in time, sir, based on the case not being filed, you're going to be ROR'd. No contact with the victim. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All righty, sir. Alfred Everett.
I think we had him earlier. I think he bonded. Or
It's on the docket, so tell me what happened. All right.
Released. Again.
Tony Hanberry.
This is a second look, Judge.
I don't have anything. Can you give me something?
Jess, do you have a copy of the PC?
Hang on 1 second, sir, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You've been charged with possession of PCP and possession of drug paraphernalia. Counsel for the state.
Your Honor, Mr. Hanbury's criminal history includes 2013. He was convicted of 2 counts of violating a domestic violence injunction. 04, felony battery, great bodily harm. He violated probation, was sentenced to 18 months state prison. 2003, theft. 2003, trespass.
You have a recommendation?
I imagine, what was the bond?
Is possession of PVP a felony?
Yes, it is. It's a 3rd degree, Your Honor.
Was the case filed?
No, he was just arrested June 3rd, Your Honor.
Okay.
This is just for a bond review.
Okay.
I would just be asked, was the bond set at 1,000?
Yes.
I would just be asking that the convenience bond be kept in place based on his criminal history and prior, both not following court orders and violating probation.
Okay, sir, bond is set in the amount of $1,000 on count 1. What is it on count 2, 500? What was it on count 2?
I don't know that there was a bond on count 2.
Yeah,
just
ROR
$1,000.
on count 2. So, sir, for you to be able to get out, you got to post a bond of $1,000, okay?
Judge, can I just,
Hang on. Go ahead, counsel.
the only thing I would say is that he's placed on the docket by pretrial release. The defense doesn't request that these banners be placed on. They may have verified an address, and due to the nature...
Want me to find out?
Yes, Judge.
Pretrial? So I can put him on pretrial? State, have any objection?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, Your Honor. It's not like pretrial doesn't go and say, okay, we think this person's good or this, pursuant to administrative order. His offense qualifies for automatic review on a second look. Your Honor, for the reasons stated before, I believe, I don't think he's a good candidate for pretrial based on his prior violation of probation that he went to prison on and violating court orders, violating an injunction.
Judge, my response to that is that these possession charges, the state hasn't been filing them within the allotted time.
He only got arrested, I think, on June 4th.
Right, but they do have 30 days. I'm not objecting to
Okay.
that. But what's been happening on most of these possession cases is that their labs are backed up and that they haven't been filing on time, and within 33 days are released without any conditions. The court now can't, knowing that it is a possession charge, he may have a drug problem. Pretrial verified his address. Maybe it's better for him to get some type of treatment. The court can place conditions on him to either go to BARC, drug testing, instead of having him just sit and on the 32nd or 33rd day when he is released, he's released without any conditions.
I'm going to release him to pretrial on level 1, which is the TAD, right? Right? The GPS one, right? That's the one I want him on. No drugs, no alcohol, random testing once a week at his expense.
Judge.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Anthony Bellamy. All right, counsel for the state. Is this a second look?
It is, Your Honor. I'm just trying to see what it's not 2 counts of unlawful use of false name, even though it says that on the docket. I'm just checking to see what oh, it is 2. My mistake. Your Honor, it's 2 counts of false ID. All the other cases he came in on, he's resolved. State's offered to be an adjudication time served on each count.
You want to resolve this for an adjudication time served?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Put your hand down and please tell me your name.
Anthony Marquise Bellamy.
Mr. Bellamy, it's my understanding you want to change your plea from not guilty to no contest. Is that right?
Yes.
Anybody forcing you to do that?
No.
Anybody promise anything to get you to do that?
No.
Are you under the influence of any alcohol or drugs so you don't understand what's going on here today?
No, ma'am.
Understand, sir, if you're not a citizen, this plea will subject you to deportation.
Yes.
I find that it's a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver, factual basis based on the probable cause affidavit. At this point in time, you're going to be adjudicated guilty on counts 1 and 2. Court cost of prosecution are going to be imposed I'm going to give you a year to pay. Sir, good luck to you.
Okay, so our time served?
Yep,
All right, thank you.
you're welcome. Tavares Knight. Where's Mr. Knight? Mr. Knight? Good afternoon.
No.
Counsel for the state.
One moment here.
Hang on a second.
You haven't spoken to him, have you?
Mr. Linder?
Yeah, no, Your Honor, I'm just looking over his criminal history and looking at the allegations. It's a little unusual, Your Honor. If I could print out the PC
course.
to you.
Yes, please. And while you're printing, you might want to print out the next one also.
Yes,
please.
I will.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is assigned to you, this case.
Okay.
Just, there we go. See, I didn't know if you talked to anything maybe because he's had violence in the past, and I don't know if maybe one thought it's the.
Counsel for the state.
Your Honor, just to advise the court, Mr. Knight in his past, he has numerous priors involving violence or dangerous crimes. A 2012 robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon, 2 years state prison as a habitual offender, 03 resisting with violence, corruption by threat and assault, 6 years as a habitual offender and PRR offender. Has had aggravated assault, shooting at, throwing a deadly missile, battery, violation of domestic violence injunction, and it's just, and I think Your Honor knows the part of the PC I'm referring to. It just gives me a little pause with the allegations without knowing more, Your Honor. That's why I asked Mr. Officer. I don't know if he had a chance to speak to him. I don't know, and if I don't have an objection if the court wants to inquire if Mr. Knight has ever had any mental health issues. You know.
Of course you can. I'm uncomfortable if everybody else is uncomfortable. I just want to make sure he's okay. You want me to roll it till Thursday? What do you want me to do? Just so somebody can go see him? Sure. You want me to reset it for Friday? All right, let me roll this till Friday. Bond is set in the amount of, what was it, Counselor?
Jazz, what was the bond set at originally?
100 on count one, 100 on count two.
All right. You have $200 bond, sir. We're going to roll this over till Friday.
Excuse me, Your Honor, what you mean by $200? On one count, they throw the charge away.
Nope, I don't think they threw it away yet.
Yes, see, I got a print out of my pocket.
Okay, I'm going to see you on Friday.
I'll see if I'll come to court next week.
All right. Dean Deckel. In my court? Yeah, Mr. Lopez. Tyrone Lopez. Yeah. Was it set for Friday in front of me? I'm not here. No. Yeah, let's just do it in magistrate court. Okay. All right, Mr. Deckel, where are you?
Right here, ma'am.
I got it. All right, sir. Counsel for the state.
Checking to see if he has a history, but even if he doesn't, that being said, I'm showing he's resides in St. Augustine, so it doesn't appear that he has ties to the community. In addition to that, we have a case of alleged violence. I'm just asking that the bond, which just was kept at $1,000. Just asking that those bonds be kept in place at this
That's
time.
for the defense. All right, at this point in time, then, bond is set in the amount of $1,000 on count one, $100 on count two. All right, sir, have a good day. I think we're done now, right?
I have Todd Kendrick.
I don't.
You know him a second. He's on the dock.
Oh,
It's a county ordinance, Judge. I think it should be.
all right. Todd Kendrick,
Yes, ma'am.
where are you? Thank you. Mr. Kendrick, it looks like you were charged with a municipal ordinance, restricted intersections.
So, Your Honor, essentially it's a public solicitation. Your Honor, I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. The state's offer would be, let me just check. State's offer would be adjudication time, sir.
All right, sir, do you want to plead to this and get out of jail? The offer's time served. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Put your hand down and please tell me your name.
Mr. Childell Kendrick.
Mr. Kendrick, it's my understanding you want to change your plea from not guilty to no contest. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody forcing you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Anybody promise you anything to get you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Sir, are you under the influence of any alcohol or drugs so you don't understand what's going on here today?
No, ma'am.
Understand if you're not a citizen, this plea will subject you to deportation.
Yes, ma'am.
I find that it's a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver. Factual basis based on the probable cause affidavit. At this point in time, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to time served. Court cost of prosecution are going to be imposed. I'm going to give you a year to pay. You got to quit doing this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Have a good day.